Hello guys, this is Pro from Forex Academy speaking. I promised you that I was going to give you another video on analysis of US dollar index and Euro US dollar and GBP US dollar. I don't trade this index in particular, but it's important to understand what will be happening in this particular index, so that you can get a bias in the proper direction for the measures, which is your US dollar, your Euro USD, and your GBP USD. I just want to thank you again for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't done that, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and turn your notifications on, so that you don't miss any of the content that we'll be uploading on this channel. Without wasting your time, let's look into it. Let's check out what we are expecting on this index. So this is your 4-hour time frame, your H4. I'm on H4 right now, and what am I expecting? If I can just compress the price for you, you can see that the index has been going up for a long time, and we have reached the point where we have completed our fifth wave, and we have broken structure at this point right here. As you can see, this was the previous major point of correction where price was set to the upside, and that point has been broken down and we've broken structure, and we've done so giving these 5 waves. As you can see, and you know that if you know your Elliott wave well, after these 5 waves you would expect an ABC correction, and that's what I'm expecting right now. I'm expecting this to develop into a proper correction before sending price to these levels I have indicated here, either this level, or this particular area where I've indicated that region with this order block after having closed this void in price given here. So this is what I'm expecting on JXY. But as that correction happens, you need to keep this idea in mind. This is something that I did yesterday during the weekend. You need to keep this idea in mind. This is the price action displayed here, and this is now what we are experiencing. Yesterday we did not have that. We only had this leg to the upside, as you can see there, and what I'm expecting there is a completion of this channel there. Let me just put this back so that I explain the idea that I have in mind on this index. I'm expecting this price to continue to go down to these areas where they've taken out this low, keeping in mind this particular order block here. So we don't need to necessarily come down to touch this trend line, because this is just let me just do that. This is just this line, a direct copy of this line that I've just put on down there. So we can form either shape there, be the triangle, whatever. But I expect the price to come below this point here, or equal to this point, before it can continue to the upside to give us again another similar wave like this. So this is the idea that I have in mind for DXY. So what does it mean for Euro USD? Let's just go to Euro USD and look at Euro USD and see what to expect on that particular pair. So basically, if I should summarize what I'm expecting here, I'm expecting price to just complete like that before it can continue to go to the downside. That's what we have on DXY. Let's move on to look at the Euro USD and see what to expect this week. Okay, now we are looking at Euro USD there. Don't worry about the blue direction line. This was done last week when price was still there, and I was expecting this to happen, which is what exactly is happening now. So let me just put this aside and explain to you what we are expecting here in particular. So price has been maintaining this trend line that you can see there, and from this point it started selling breaking this structure here, which previously posted price to the upside. So what am I expecting? I'm just expecting the direct opposite of what we talked about and the DXY. So if I should just take my trend line there, I'm expecting this price to just correct like that, just like that, and this to correct like that, coming back to this order block, like what is happening now. So I just want this price to just put a little bit, push a little bit, and take out this previous high that was posted here. Then from there I look for a lower risk entry there and take my trade to the downside. This is a long-term sell that I'm expecting. Where is our invalidation point? I don't want them to violate this order block for status. If they violate this order block for status, then I would want to reassess and see what's happening there. So this is what I'm expecting on Euro USD. Enough with the patterns. Let's just look at the candlesticks themselves and talk about something there. If you check what's happening here, yes, this movement here is broken this structure, and you might be tempted to think that order flow have shifted to the buy side, but we also need to know what is going to happen with this order block, because up to this point it is the one that has been controlling price action here. It is the one that caused this structure break. So as long as this price, yes, I agree that it has taken out this point here, and when price comes back to this order block, we would want to see price coming up this side. But we are not in a buy yet up until this order block has been violated. So up to that point, and because we are on a major trend line point there, before we break that trend line, let me just show you the price. Before we break this particular trend line there, I'm expecting a retracement to 68 levels and 78 levels, which will then give us our second wave as we go to the upside. And if you just look at this price action alone, this is a typical shape of a flat where you have A, B, C, A, B, then you're given your C coming to this top or just above the top into this zone, which is an order block of the daily time frame indicated, then selling to this side, coming to this area of order blocks, or this area given here, or this zone rather, because we also have a support area there. So this is what I'm expecting overall. If we sell, we just need to wait and see how price is going to react on this point. Then we have an override there. Let's say price does not come to this point and then continues to sell. If they take out this point, then they are breaking a down structure, but this did not take out this high. So I would want them to violate this order block and correct back into this area, then I can take the sell. This is a correction you need to handle with care, because corrections can be tricky. You can be you can lose all your money in these corrections by being tagged in and tagged out, tagged in and tagged out. So you need to be very careful when you trade with this correction. On the lower time frame, you need to look for lower risk entries. So this is what I'm expecting on Euro USD. Let's move on to GBP USD, then we can conclude our analysis. Okay, now we are on GBP USD. What to expect? Well, I'm also expecting a sell on this one, but it's a high risk sell. Why? Because I don't like the momentum in these candlesticks. If you check this candlestick that you've been given here, it has covered 1, 2, 3, 4 candlesticks. I don't like this momentum in these candlesticks. I would appreciate, or I would rather like a correction kind of movement at this point here before we can use this zone here to then sell. If you check on the left side there, you had that previous high, which was just broken to the upside, which is a fake move. Then it started selling, taking out these lows here. So because of that, I am still expecting to sell this but this sell should have taken out this momentum candle, but it didn't. So this is a kind of a correction, but I don't like the momentum in this correction. So overall, because the DXY is because of the direction of the DXY, I'm still expecting to sell this, but I don't like this momentum. I don't think I would want to risk much on this. So if I should take this trade, I'm gonna be using small lot sizes, because this is trouble. If I'm expecting to sell and I'm seeing these momentum candles against the direction where I'm going, I don't think that is worth risking for. So if I should take this because of the DXY, I'm looking to minimize my losses by taking it from this high there, then to the downside, but with low, very small lot sizes. This is what I'm expecting. Let's make a date for Wednesday, and we review our analysis on Wednesday. I'm gonna post again the same videos, which is 2 videos, the one on indices and the one on currencies like this on Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you don't miss any of the content that we'll be uploading here. If you have a friend that might benefit from this, don't withhold the blessing from them. Just tell them about it and give them a link. Invite anyone you think might benefit, and also remember to join those free social media, Telegram and WhatsApp and Facebook page for free. They are free. I'm not yet charging anything. You just have to join, and we'll also be posting indices there, then volatility indices again in those groups. Have a beautiful week and happy trading.